In this video, I'm going to be going over the new cards in the Endgame Kareem set in NBA 2K23 Myteam. So as you guys can see, there's going to be 3 new Endgames in Myteam. We got Endgame Magic, Endgame Kareem, and also Endgame Larry Bird. And then we also got the 2 new Invincible cards, Morant and Ray Allen. So a pretty exciting content drop when we're talking about the names in this set. I mean, you got Larry Bird, Kareem, and Magic. Those are 3 of the greatest players of all time. So gonna look at those cards here in a second, but first want to talk about the cards that I'm actually a little bit more interested in, and that's going to be the Invincible cards, because we already know pretty much what those end games are going to look like. So I'll start off here with the Morant card. Going to be 6'3" at point guard, 6'7" wingspan. I think he's just going to be a very similar card to a Russell Westbrook, to a Derrick Rose, when we're talking about those athletic slashing guards that are really good at getting to the paint. They can dunk on anybody and still are going to have pretty decent jump shots. But yeah, Jaw's stats across the board are going to be amazing. Badges look to be good. Tendency is going to be maxed out at 100. But did they change his jump shot? And okay, you know what? They gave him a really good release. They gave him the KPJ base, Morant upper on very quick. So that's actually going to be a great jump shot for Jaw. I mean, getting that KPJ base, I still think it's easily the best base in the game. And then he's also going to have great dribble sakes. He's got the Steve Francis size up, the Trey escape, day behind the back. He's got that Russ moving cross. And then he's also going to have those endgame dunk packages when we're talking about the quick drop soft one and the front clutches, which are the 2 best safe dunks. But then he's also going to get those crazy dunk packages in between, like Ben Simmons, MJ, Giannis, Clyde, Vince, Shaq. So he's going to be really good at going to the rim. Yeah, this card reminds me a lot of Derrick Rose. I think he might just be a better version of Derrick Rose with a better jump shot. But so far, I mean, not a bad start there for Morant getting that KPJ base. But now to take a look at Ray Allen, going to be 6'5" at point guard, 6'8" wingspan. I'm honestly not confident that they changed his jump shot. They're probably just going to keep it the same with the Ray base and the Ray upper. He does have every Hall of Fame shooting badge in the game, which is great. He's got great stats across the board. You take a look at his tendencies, they're going to be maxed out. And oh, they actually changed his jump shot. I was not expecting them to do that. So he's got the Kuzma base, Oscar upper on very quick. That's actually going to be a great jump shot for Ray Allen. I was a little bit worried they were just going to keep his own release, which wouldn't as been good as a Kuzma base and an Oscar upper on very quick. That's actually going to be an amazing jump shot. He's got great dribble six with the Steve Francis size up, the Curry escape, day behind the back. He's got those quick drops off one. He's got the front clutches. I mean, he's going to be a really fun point guard. Yes, he's only 6'5", but still, I think he's going to be really fun to try out in game and should be great offensively. And now time to check out the 3 new endgame cards. We got Larry Bird here, 6'9" at small forward, 7-foot wingspan. I mean, once again, guys, we know they're all end games. We know they're going to have the same jump shot, the KPJ base, Sadiq Bey upper on very quick with the Trey fade. We know they're going to get the same dribble sigs, the same dunk packages. So is there really any point to actually check out these cards? I mean, I'll just quickly show you guys. Right, Larry Bird, 6'9" at small forward, like I said. So not a great height for small forward, but also not terrible. Like, he'll definitely be runnable. He'll be a great card. Just not going to be as tall as some of the other small forwards in the game. They're talking about endgame Kareem here, 7'2" at power forward, 7'5" wingspan, and will most likely be one of the best power forwards in the game. Once again, same exact jump shot, KPJ base, Sadiq Bey upper, Trey fade, Steve Francis size up, Trey escape. So there's real no point to actually check out these cards. I mean, I can just quickly check out the comments. Yeah, I mean, I just am kind of sick of it, to be honest, with these end games. There's just no real point to actually go over these cards and see what they do look like, because they're all going to look identical with the same jump shot. So I can already tell you, what these cards are going to be. Magic 6'9" at point guard, right? Like, I just know, okay, he's going to be a 6'9" point guard with the end game sigs, the end game jump shot, and the end game dunk packages. There's no real point to actually click on the cards, because as long as you know their height and their player model, like, okay, yeah, Magic's got a great player model, or Kareem's got a really good player model, there's no point to actually click on the cards, because if you already know their height, their wingspan, and how much they weigh, or just their player model in game, everything else is going to be identical. So I mean, these are going to be great cards. Like, Magic will most likely be the second, third, or maybe best point guard in the game. He'll most likely be top 3. Kareem will most likely be a top 3 power forward and can also play center at a high level. Larry Bird will probably be like a top 5 small forward, maybe top 4, probably not over like Victor Wembanyama, Bol Bol, or Chet. I think we'll probably still be better just because of their size, but he's going to be obviously a great card. Like, that's the thing about the end games. I'm not one of the people to say that the end games suck or they're terrible cards. I think they're great cards. They're some of the best cards in the game. I just don't like the fact that they're so repetitive and they're just the exact same card right? At least last year. And that's the funny thing. If you guys played the game last year, we complained so much in 2K22, and myself included. We complained a ton because there was only 2 different jump shots, given out at the end game time of the year. So there was set shot 25, right, as the base, and that was the best base in the game last year. And then there's also base 3. So what they did last year, they would only give out the 2 different jump shots, right? So the base 3 and then the set shot 25. Those were the only 2 jump shots in the game giving out. But then there was also some different jump shots. Like I think Wilt Chamberlain had like the Luka base, I believe, right? Yeah, he had that Luka base with the Kobe upper, right? So if you look at the endgame cards, you can actually see like some of them were a little bit different. Like Kobe base 3, but I think like Dirk had something different, or he was set shot 25, but he had like the Rudy Gay upper, right? So they were changing some stuff here and there, right? Like Jokic had Ray base with Kobe upper. So it wasn't like, I still don't think it was a great concept. Like, you can see, Chris Webber, he actually had a different jump shot. So now that we're looking back at it, this actually looks to be a great variety of jump shot and maybe even a little bit of dribble sigs. Like they actually did a way better job variety wise last year than they're doing this year. Like I'm just clicking on these endgame cards and a lot of them do have different jump shots. Like James Harden had the Curry base, right? So they were actually changing stuff up. It wasn't just the same KBJ base, Sadiq Bey upper on very quick, right? It wasn't just the exact same stuff every single time. So we all complained last year, myself included, how bad the endgame cards and how boring they were. But we would take that in a heartbeat, the content we got last year, with them changing the jump shots a little bit, base 3, set shot 25. At least there was a couple different variety in the jump shots, and the sigs were very similar. That's kind of what I'm looking for this year, but I think it's already too late. I think they're just staying with this concept of KBJ base, Sadiq Bey upper. Once again, like I said, these cards are great. They're the top tier cards in the game. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying I think it's really boring and really repetitive. The fact that we're just getting the exact same card, just different height, different wingspan, and different player model. But let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on this new content drop. I mean, Ray looks sick. Jaw looks to be a fun card. I'm more excited for those type of cards because the end games are going to play like each other in games. So let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on the end game cream packs, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.